Scrappy people, we are back with part 2 of my Ancient Lore Village layout using the Cocoa Daisy Willow collection or Willows collection. Last week we did the 12 by 12 of this page, and now we are going to work on the matching pocket page. I used to do this so much when I scrapbooked 12 by 12 all the time. I loved being able to make a 12 by 12 layout and then pair the rest of my photos with a pocket page to make sure that all of my photos got in my album. So this is super fun for me to return to my roots, so to speak, and do it again. So I'm going to use a lot of the scraps that I used from the last layout on this layout to create some interesting pocket cards. So I'm using some trimmed down 6x8 pages to make 4x6s, as well as like some of the torn paper from the last layouts to create some visual interest behind all of these photos. So I know that originally pocket scrapbooking was just like photo plus journal card equals done, but that is never how I've been with my own pocket scrapbooking. I much prefer to still be creative and have a good time with what I think of as a bunch of mini canvases. So that is what I'm doing for this page. So I have added some torn striped paper to the bottom of this page, and I'm going to tuck my photos right underneath the torn paper so that they have that texture on top of them. And then I'm going to just keep going through this whole pocket page. We're going to speed up just a little bit because I'm just going to stick and plonk everything down and add in a bunch of papers. I always like to print my photos for pocket pages smaller than the pocket, obviously, so that I can decorate behind them and around them. So my 3x4 cards have I think they're 2.5 by 3.5 photos, and the same with my 4x6s, except for that one with the square photos. They have 3.5 by 5.5 inch photos on them. I'm going to make my own sort of layered journal card out of this journal card plus this map, which I thought was perfect for a sort of Hobbit Tolkien sort of layout. It's super cute. I really wanted to make sure that that map was really visible, so I trimmed it down a lot and then notched the corners so that it wasn't just a straight square on top of that journal card. Now I'm going to add in some of these chipboard pieces. There's a lot of word bits on the chipboard sheet that I can add that work for this page. So these are photos, and I've linked the original or the part 1 of this in the comment section, but these are photos from a Hobbit village in the middle of Knoxville, Tennessee. And I wanted to do a layout. We did a lot of things while we were here, but I wanted to do like an encompassing layout of just the grounds and the vibe of the Hobbit village. So these are just kind of like a roundup of photos around the property, of us doing random things and posing in front of pretty places that I just, I wanted a bunch of photos, and I didn't want to create a bunch of 12 by 12 layouts. That's why I love pairing pocket pages with 12 by 12 pages, so I can make the main photos stand out and then have all the rest of these too. Okay, so I have a bunch of the chipboard down. I'm pulling in some stickers from the memory keeping sticker kit because there's some cute word strips and some little icons as well. I thought that this photo of I think it's a badger, napping in the boat was perfect for my husband chilling in the chair. Same vibe, same vibe. And then I'm going to add in shenanigans welcome because we were up to shenanigans for sure. It's a cool little village. We did axe throwing. We went on a little hike. It was super cute. Very, very hot that day. So we were definitely very happy to sit in the room and play some games for a while. Rearranging some of these cards to see if it looks better or what looks better where. Sometimes it feels a little top heavy or bottom heavy. And what I was struggling with these cards was all of these word strips. They felt very repetitive the way that they were placed on each card, so I wanted to make sure that they weren't just being clunky, I guess. I'm going to put down these banner pieces on top of the dead space on that photo of the door, just for decoration purposes. Cute. All right, so now I just get to decorate each and every one of these little cards with all the fun bits and pieces from the Willows scrapbook collection, scrapbook kit. I have some washi tape that I thought would look good on this one because that background card is rather beige, so we're gonna add some color here. And then I decided that all of those little word bits and things needed anchoring. So I'm going to take some and put washi tape underneath them, and then some will put labels underneath them, and that just gives a little bit of a spot of color to sort of back those word strips. So washi tape went on that one, and then this one, I decided I wanted to sort of angle that photo a little bit just because I felt like everything was just like, you know me, I'm not a big straight lines kind of person, so I thought that angling at least one photo would make the layout more interesting. Just little things that go through my head. Looking through all of the sticker sheets, seeing if there's anything else I want to add. Lucky to have you sounds good because my sister and her son were visiting, so that was fun. Lucky to have them there. And of course I wanted to move it immediately, and I couldn't, so I wanted to put the tag underneath it, but we're just going to put it right on top instead. I thought maybe this would look cute, but I decided that it does not, so we're going to take it back off. Maybe. No. Nope. All right, fine. And then I need to add something underneath the apparently underneath that. I decided to add two labels. One here, because I felt like I needed more, I guess. And then there's going to be one on the top too. But first, a dragonfly. Thought dragonflies around the pond were a perfect little go-to. And it covers up some of the dead space in the photo. I actually find it a really interesting challenge to embellish on these small canvases. Like I always want more, but really you only have so much room, so there's only so much that you can do. But it feels like I'm always stumped in the beginning of what I'm going to put where and how I'm going to make this work. And then once I start putting things down, I'm like, oh, then I can put this here. Oh, then I can put this here. Oh, like, but of course it always means that I have to pull things up and put them back down again. And now, of course, that's not going to want to stick. And just pull things up and put things down. That's just what I do. Let's anchor this whole tag with a cute little froggy. And then we'll put the word bit back down. Take off the adhesive because it definitely was not going to want to stick with the adhesive coming off. And now it's not going to want to stick with the wet glue because it's going to keep wanting to pop up. So I'm going to have to fix that a couple times. I'm going to add a title or a couple titles to these cards. So this one says, I'd rather be. And so I'm going to add some letters to it that say inside because yuck, it was gross outside. And then I'm going to add another title to the photo of the sides of the building as well. One thing about these stickers is once you stick them on the photo, they are stuck. So be careful. All right, one more title here, maybe. Oh, let's move this first. Going to add this sticker from the scrapbooking stickers. So it's going to say this weather. And I'm going to put it right at the top, or I'm going to put the whole label right at the top of the photo. And then I'm going to add letter stickers like I did on the other one. And it's going to say so hot. And with that, I'm just about done here. Not sure if I add anything else. I think I do. Oh, I was just not happy with that at all. So it's going to go here instead. It was just not looking good and balanced on that card. All right, everything's looking pretty much done here. So I'm kind of cleaning up and thinking about anything else I want to add. And of course, here come the enamel dots. Now the thing about the way I do these enamel dots, normally I do like a cluster of 3. I decided instead to create an entire row of the tiniest enamel dots above all of my chipboard pieces. And I thought that that was a really interesting and different look. They're like borders instead of clusters. And I thought that that was really cool and added a nice little reflective, fun bit to each one of these cards that I think it needed. But that is about it for this video. I'll get my head out of it so you can see it, and really struggle with getting these enamel dots in a straight line because that is just not my forte. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Tracy M. Reed. I'd love to see you over there as well. There is an affiliate link to Cocoa Daisy in the description box below if you are interested in starting a subscription. And I will see you next time. Thank you.